Hello my beautiful friends, it's Mimi here today, and today I'm here with Layla.
Hi guys! It's been a while.
It's been a really, I can't even remember when was the last time.
3 years?
At least 3 years. Yeah, before I moved to London.
Yeah.
Way before I moved to London.
Yeah.
So for those of you who have been watching me and Layla for years, you'll know who Layla is because you've been watching us for years. For some of you who are new to my channel, Layla is my one and only sister.
Yay!
Yay! And we used to film a lot more before, but now that we don't live in the same physical space, Layla's here in Toronto, Canada, and I'm in London. You know, whenever we are together, we usually just spend quality time, we chat, and we try not to, you know, film too much because we just try to use that time more present, you know, to be with each other. But this time around, I have quite a few weeks here that I'm in Toronto, so we decided to film because, you know, it's been a while, and
we missed filming together.
It was so much more fun.
Yeah.
You know, I like filming alone, but I always have more fun when I film, let's say, with you
different.
or Alex. It's just a different energy. It's not so much like attention on one person.
It's a different dynamic, right? You're not just talking to the camera, you're connecting with the person next to you, so it's...
Did you miss filming with me?
Of course! It's, you know, all those Lexi shows and, you know, the episodes. And the
silly
fun
time
we had. Yeah. Remember the cucumber?
The cucumber, oh my god, the cucumber joke. Okay, the ones that
which
video was it? The
Lexi show. Oh, languages or whatever.
Yeah, we did like funny accents. I'll link it down below. You guys can check it out. It's an old video, so you're gonna laugh. So today we're doing sister tag, and basically there's some questions already that are set up, but I decided to just freestyle and get you guys involved. So I posted a picture of Layla and I on Instagram and asked you guys to ask us anything. So I have a list of questions right now, and there's more coming. There's like hundreds. So I don't think we can go through everything.
Part 2 next time.
Yeah, if there's too many and they're really good, then we'll do part 2 at some later time.
Or part 3, part 4.
But I'll start now. Do you want me to read or you want to read?
No, you read.
Okay, fine. Alright, so the first question is, what do you like the most about the other?
So we each get to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll try to be fast because otherwise you...
Yeah, otherwise
those of you who've been watching us for a while, you know we can talk a lot, especially when there's 2 of us. So anyways, what do I love about you the most?
What do you like the most?
I think, well, there's lots of things, but if I had to pick just one, it would be how kind, generous... I'm not going to pick just one. No, but really it's her biggest heart and confidence. I'm just going to keep it on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and determination, like it goes with the confidence, you know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate
Super generous, big heart, which is like one thing, and then with that big heart you do like determined things, so it's kind of one thing.
Thank you. I like the most about you, I'd say, again, there's several things, but if I have to pick just... Well, I mean, there are several things, there's lots of things, multiple things, but if I had to pick just 1 or 2, I would say the fact that you're very compassionate and kind, and for example, if we talk about anything and I'm like, hey, this person didn't do this, this wasn't nice, like Layla will always point out and look sort of from the other person's point of view, and I really appreciate that because that what makes the other person also open their mind. So she always thinks of the other person and always puts herself in the other person's position. So she has very high compassion, and I find that very inspiring. And also she's very sensitive and kind. Oh, we're gonna cry now. No. So you always in tune, and you always feel like you always feel connected to other people and how they feel. So those are some things I really like about you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, nice. Let's not get all water. Which one? Yeah. There you go. It's actually a lemon tea. Alright, so the next question is, what do you fight about the most?
Well, I think we haven't fought in years.
But I guess maybe argue?
Yeah, we haven't. We used to fight when we were younger, and Mimi just reminded me before when we were talking that we used to actually like fight physically when we were like, what,
like,
8,
you know, like push
old.
Each other and like...
Yeah, like wrestle kind of, right?
Yeah, and then...
But that, obviously, the physical fights have ended when we were like kids.
I think it ended at the point where like it started to hurt, and we kind of both, it was like unspoken rule, we realized, okay, we should stop doing this.
Yeah, so, but argue, again, I feel like we haven't argued in a while. Our points of view differ, and we have discussions, but I think that's different from fights or arguments.
Yeah, I don't think we fight anymore.
It's been years.
Yeah.
Personally, from my perspective, I don't think we've...
Yeah, I think we both have grown a lot where we always work on the inner thing.
And also accept the other person more for who they are versus trying to like prove your point of view. No, you should see it from my point of view, right? It's like you just respect each other's points of view, and then you accept each other for who you are, and then I think that in and of itself will erase a lot of toxic
reasons,
kind of
to fight.
reasons to like try to prove something, you know.
Yeah, because I think most people fight when there's an argument, but with us now, when we have an argument, we just at a point where we're able to see each other's point of view
and respect
and deal with that before it gets to a point where you're fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
High five, high five,
Shakes, whatever. All right, next question. Favorite childhood memory?
I don't know why right now. The first thing that came to mind is when we were sitting on our, remember that little pool we had in our countryside?
Oh, so we had this, like, we call this dacha. Those of you who are Russian will understand.
It's like a countryside home, kind of. I guess
it was
like
nothing fancy.
Like a very, very not fancy
very
cottage.
Simple, like, house with the
but
toilet
it had
outside.
a little, it had like a little pool, tiny pool.
Again,
you can't really swim in it. But anyways, we used to sit there on top of the...
Interesting that you had that memory.
I don't know, it just came to me.
Okay.
And like splash with our feet in the water.
Yeah.
And we used to count the airplanes.
I knew you were going to say that.
I don't know, we just came up because when we lived in Azerbaijan, which is where we're from, in Baku, we were dreaming of moving to North America, and I don't know how we came up with it, but every time an airplane would pass by, there
Which would be like every 10 minutes because the airport was not too far.
Nearby, so every time an airplane would pass by, we would be like, oh, it's like a chance, you know, it's our chance that universe was speaking to us that we will move to North America, and it ended up actually working out that we did move.
Yeah.
And those chances were for real.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that memory came. I'm sure there's others out there, but
I'd say for me it's probably just like play, because we would always play outside, especially as soon as the school was out, probably end of May, would be outside playing with all the time with kids. If it weren't in the cottage house, just like we had like a courtyard, and all the kids from the buildings, because we lived in an apartment building, all the kids would be outside playing. So just like running outside as soon as we could, like we would eat and then go outside like at lunchtime usually, and then be outside till like 10 p.m. until it would get dark.
Till dawn, basically.
And it was like super happy times because we were just being silly, I don't know, walking, chatting, playing games. So for me,
fun.
Those
with our other cousin, Aidana.
Yeah.
She's watching in She lives in Switzerland now.
I'm sure she'll watch this.
Yeah, we can tell her to watch it.
Alright, next question. Otherwise, this is going to be really, really long. Okay, one thing that annoys you about the other.
How stubborn you are.
I am stubborn?
Super.
I am stubborn.
Super. And you're better now, but you used to be very black and white. Like if she
I can agree with that.
Something one way, that's it. There's no arguing with that. Like she's set in her ways and that's it. And that's stubborn, because if you try to like show you the other way, you're better now, but you used to be just like, you won't even hear anything. Like your way,
I agree with that.
Your
I used
way
to
or
be
the
very
highway.
black and white.
Yeah.
With you, what was the question?
What's the thing annoying?
I was gonna say the same thing, because sometimes you are like she like know that she's not right, but she'll argue, and even you explain to her logically, and you like kind of like explain it, and she'll still be like, no, I don't like this, I don't want to do this.
Recently though, I don't.
Not recently so much, but you're better.
So we're both better.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think we're both better at it. So I think it's just we have a better now.
But isn't that funny that the things that annoys about each other is the thing that we also know that we have to work on? You know what I mean? Like,
do you know that about yourself too?
I guess so, but I'm open-minded.
I see that.
No, but I'm open. Like, if you logically.
But she's still listening, and she's still gonna change. But in the moment, she'll never admit it. Like if she was late and I'm like, it's not nice that you're late.
No, but that's not recent. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's not
fair.
Not
that's
very
years
recent.
ago.
But because again, we don't spend that much time physically anymore.
You gotta think of
even the things that annoy, you wouldn't usually don't annoy because you don't have that much time.
Exactly.
You don't get to the point where it annoys.
Okay, next question.
Okay, next question. All right. So, growing up, were you jealous of each other about anything? Hair, more attention from parents, etc. I'll let you start.
I don't know about jealousy, not about clothes or hair, but I think attention for sure. I always felt like, I don't know, my parents favored her more. I don't know why. Because she's younger, and to this day, like they will listen to her. If I tell them something, one ear out the other. If she says something, it's like, oh my God, Mimi said this. I'm like, I've been saying that for years.
I'm more
persuasive,
serious.
exactly. Yeah. So anyway, so that's I would be jealous of that because they were like giving her more of the, not even the attention, but just kind of treating you differently. You know what I mean? So I was always feeling like that was unfair. But again, now
Or when
being
my
older, I
mom
understand.
would put the food, she would always say,
Oh yeah, I would always compare like stupid
the
things.
size of I used to eat chicken before.
Drumsticks. I would be like, it's from the same chicken. I would be like, her drumstick is bigger. Why is her drumstick bigger?
And I would be like, okay, take mine. Just don't argue.
I don't know why I had that as a kid, but it's
maybe
funny.
because you were the first kid, so it was probably hard.
Yeah,
for
I
you
felt
to
like you were
accept.
stealing attention when you came along.
It's
Subconsciously.
so hard. I
you
can't
know?
imagine like another child.
Yeah, but I mean, I was
joining.
young. I was 2 years old when she was born, so it's
Yeah.
not like you have that much awareness of anything. But
Yeah.
anyway, go.
I think what's something that Layla had that I knew right away I didn't when we were younger is that she was like the girly girl. And when we were already young, like the boys really liked her, but I was like super tomboy, so like I didn't get much attention.
Because I was
so-
a flirt.
Yeah, like
I would just
my crushes just totally ignored me, but Layla always had like not boyfriends, but like he would chat on the phone and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she got all the guys' attention, but I didn't.
Look at you now. You got the one guy,
I
which is
have
all
the,
you need.
the one and the only one that
That's
I
all
need.
you need.
Okay, what's the best thing you've ever done together?
Create Lexi hair.
That's true.
Create YouTube. Create this space, this platform.
Well, we didn't create YouTube, but like
No,
created
create-
our
I mean the
channel
channel, sorry,
together.
I know,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the first time we worked. Actually, it's not the first time we worked together.
No,
we
but
worked at
it's
a
the first
restaurant
time we
together.
did something creative. We like
Yeah.
gave birth to this little
thing.
this being of like
Yeah.
you know that now kind of lives on its own. Really, like
Yeah.
we put it out there into YouTube and it's living on its own.
And I guess a lot of people ask this question since we're talking about Lexi hair. It's like if you're still part of it. I don't know if you wanted to address that.
No,
or not,
I think
but-
I have before.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably have. In your
I
videos.
left the business because I wanted to explore other things. When I decided to move to
It was like
Los
3-4
Angeles.
years ago, probably.
Yeah, I wanted to just explore other avenues. I stopped enjoying making videos, which is why I stopped, because you want to be genuine when you
Absolutely.
do something. So
yeah.
it became more of a chore. I don't enjoy the technical aspect of setting up the camera, editing the videos. It just became a chore, and I felt like it wasn't fair to you guys, the viewers, because I wouldn't be putting out my best self. I would be faking it, and I don't ever want to do something that I fake. So yeah, I left the business to just whatever, soul search, explore other things, and you know, maybe I'll come back to YouTube one day. I don't know.
You
So,
never know.
Yeah, I mean, I do have still the channel that I
Yeah,
post
guys, check out
videos.
Layla's channel. I'm gonna link it down below.
I post videos there once in a while. I'm not consistent, so
I'm trying to convince her to vlog more because she's the queen of vlogging because it just comes so easy to her.
no, I think
She
you
doesn't
guys are
see it.
the
No,
royals of vlogging because you make it more. For me, I do more real. Like
But
here's the
real
camera,
is
here's
good.
me. But
People
like, I'm
like
not
real.
gonna add all that like the editing and the music and the fun things. Like
And
I just
that's
it takes too
fine.
much time. I don't enjoy editing. So.
I think there's an audience for everything. You guys can let us know down
Yeah.
below in the comments, but I think there are people who enjoy watching more creative videos.
For sure, but that's the thing. I compare because I love the quality that you guys produce, but I just can't be bothered doing that because I know how much work it takes. I don't have the time. I'm a new mom. I have 4-month-old baby, and I just
I think ultimately it's the value you share. in the
priorities.
videos.
Yeah, but exactly. I agree with that. But like, if I'm prioritizing my family, my health, my well-being comes first before anything else. So that's why I just, unless I produce that type of quality in my mind, I don't even want to do it because
I think you
know.
should still do it.
we'll see.
Totally. All right, next question. Describe each other with one word. Uno.
Oh my gosh, one word.
Okay, I'll
Leo.
Leo. What is
Roar.
that? What
Roar.
is that supposed to mean?
It means that you're vlasny. I don't know in English how.
Like powerful.
Yeah, powerful.
Okay, if I
Yeah,
have
powerful
to,
is a good word.
Oh man, so many words come into my head. But if I had to just choose one word to describe Layla, I would say spiritual. I don't know. That's the word that comes to my head right now.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Next.
We don't need to explain further.
What do you do to keep your relationship close even though you live far away? Any traditions?
That's a good question. I think we try to text, iMessage each other.
That's what works the best for us.
And then we try to FaceTime as much as possible, but
Yeah.
I think
It's not
majority is just more like the messaging, just to kind of
We'll,
know
like,
that
check
the
in
other
with each
person,
other.
yeah, you're there, you're okay, how's it going, that type of thing.
We send pictures to
And
each
then
other.
yeah, we send pictures like the things. Let's say like your Lady Gaga cat, you know, like she'll send me things that like
Yeah, it's
are
our
like our
traditions,
special
the
things.
things that connect us, like
Yeah.
cats and baby now.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, we try to stay connected through technology means.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Confirm.
So next, has your relationship changed since baby Adriana came into your lives? I don't think so.
I don't think so
personally.
either. I don't think so.
I don't see any difference,
No.
to be honest.
No.
At all.
No.
Because Layla hasn't changed, and I think that's the best
Yeah.
part. If you could switch lives with each other, would you?
Absolutely, I would, because I would love to be in your shoes to see how
Really?
you see the world. Yeah, you're just so much more outgoing, and like you have this like fun, adventurous life that you travel. I don't enjoy that. I would love to see what it's like from your point of view, because
Interesting.
you love it, right?
Yeah.
Like to see how it would be to enjoy that type of outgoing life, because I'm not. I'm a homebody. I could be happy living inside the house, like I'm fine. But I want to see what that's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like enjoying that type of aspect for a day.
For
I
don't
give
know.
it 4 weeks. We can actually go like.
I
traveling
think I'm
somewhere.
fine. I don't know. I feel like I love my life so much.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Maybe that's why you would want to
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like I wouldn't want to switch it. I love it.
Yeah.
Like I'm very grateful and I
No,
love
so do I.
Yeah,
I
of
hope it
course.
doesn't come
And
across that I don't
of
enjoy it. I
course.
just out of curiosity to see what it's like really enjoying an outgoing type of lifestyle that I don't personally enjoy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, thank you. I don't know why I said thank you. I guess it's a compliment in a way.
Yeah.
What's the biggest fight you two have ever had, and for how long did you stay mad at each
I
other?
have no idea. You know, my memory is bad, so maybe you.
I don't think we've ever had a fight where we didn't talk to each other for a very long time.
Maybe like
I remember
a day.
having fights,
Yeah.
and it would always be about me like not cleaning the sink.
Yes.
Like after the shower, my hair would be like stuck in the whatever.
Yeah, it's all
in the
about
bath.
cleanliness because I'm a neat freak.
Yeah, so like sometimes Lila would get extremely upset and I would get upset with her for being extremely upset with me, and then like that would create a tension for a day, but then usually I would forget. Because I'm not, like, I don't hold grudges, and I would talk to her, and I would be like, oh shit, I think I was supposed to be mad at her. And
Yeah,
then,
that's
whatever, you know. So yeah, I don't think we ever in our life had like
I
a
can't
massive
remember.
fight where we didn't talk to each other. I don't think we could do that.
No.
Okay. Do you have nicknames for each other?
Mimka?
Lelka.
Yeah. That's it, go.
So we add the KA, it's sort of like a Russian thing, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Alright. Did you share a room when you were younger?
Yep.
We even, when we were really
shared
young,
a
we
bed.
even shared a bed because we live in a one-bedroom, well, technically it's a one-bedroom apartment. So our parents slept in the living room on the couch because we had two couches.
Like a pull-out couch and all that.
And then we had, so they gave us basically their bed and their bedroom, and so we shared one bed. And then when we moved to Canada, we shared a room. Then when we moved into another house,
then we had no, we did still share.
yeah, we for most, I would say the time when we didn't share rooms, I was already probably 18.
No, younger. Oh yes, that's true.
17
Yeah,
or
yeah.
18. That's when we moved into like a house that we actually
Separate
purchased.
rooms, yeah.
Yeah, so we shared
It was
everything.
Fun. It was
yeah,
fun.
it's the best. Okay. Who takes longest to get ready?
Oh, me for sure. There's no question now.
Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah, that's fine.
She can take forever.
No, but now I'm better. Like
You're better.
2 hours to shower, blow dry your hair, put makeup on. That's normal. That you know.
She takes 2 hours just to do her nails. How long did it take you to do your manicure yesterday?
Yeah, but I was distracted with the baby, feeding, pumping this. It's like if I'm just sitting, it's like 45
But
minutes.
I think you enjoy that. I think
I do. For me,
ultimately-
it's like a meditation.
Yeah,
Because
like-
it just takes my mind, like I'm just like going into like a trance. And
One time she was doing my nails and I was running out of patience. I'm like, just paint it. I don't care.
I don't just paint
No,
things.
we have to clean it out. It has to be
Yeah,
clean. I'm like,
I
I don't care. Like, I don't have the patience.
That's the thing with me. Like if I'm doing something, I'm doing it proper. Either I'm doing it proper or I'm not doing it at all. Like I'll walk around with like chipped nails now because I don't have time being a mom.
Your nails
But-
look perfect.
No, now,
I have
right?
No nail
but
polish.
yesterday you saw they were chipped. And so unless I'm able to sit down and do it properly, I'm not gonna just like paint over it or something. I don't do that. So anyways, go on to the next one.
Okay, next questions. What age are you both? So I'm 29 and Layla's 2 years older.
31. Yeah. Be
No.
32 and you'll be 30? Oh yeah, I'll be 32.
I'll
you'll
be the
30.
big 3-0, I guess. But I can't even talk
That's
about that.
ridiculous.
I
You'll
feel
be 30?
I feel 23 at heart.
I don't feel any age. I just feel like me. Like
Yeah, whatever. I'm planning to always stay a kid, so I don't want to grow up.
yeah,
ever,
there's a
ever.
difference being childlike and childish. So it's good to be childlike.
Yeah.
Because then you have that wonder.
I want to
towards
see.
life.
I always want to see life like a
like
child.
a wonder, you know,
Yeah.
through like that wonder.
Yeah.
Is the word. Anyways.
Anyways, age is just a number.
Exactly.
What's your funniest memory together?
Funniest? Oh
yeah,
my God,
I have
so
one. Or
it's
it's sort of a recent one. You'll probably remember this. We were in Positano a couple of years ago, and we were playing with like massive waves.
Yeah.
We were playing with massive waves, and Layla was wearing this like a bandeau bra thingy, and it was us and like
Not
a whole bunch
like
of
the
other
swimsuit. It was
like
just,
like a bandeau, like it didn't have straps.
Yeah.
And this massive wave, and there was like boys, like this group of Korean boys right next to us, and we're like playing, like happy and stuff. And then this massive wave is coming over Layla, and all I see is like the wave, like flipping the bra out, and we're like, no, it's like slow motion, and she's like trying to cover herself, and we're just laughing like crazy. Like I always remember that.
Yeah.
It's like simple things.
Exactly, that was
for you.
I don't know, we had so many fun times with like our friend Isel, you know, growing up, and like with her sister too, Ginelle, the four of us. We had so many. I can't even count. Every time we were together was like
we would like hilarious. Sit in restaurants and just like laugh over stupid things.
Yeah. I remember like before when we were all broke and we're sitting at Tim Hortons just like for hours, just like imagining this life. We were all broke, like imagining having money and living this lifestyle. Like
like
just
doing
so fun.
things, and you know, I think because when we were students, we all had like nothing.
Yeah.
Like we all worked. We obviously all supported ourselves and paid for our school. But we were all in debt. Most of us were like way over debt. So there was just a lot of times laughing and dreaming about a bigger, better life that we would create for ourselves. How did Layla break her news of pregnancy to you? Oh my God, it was a crazy story because this was almost exactly like a year ago, maybe even a year ago.
A little over.
Layla went to Vipassana, which is like a silent meditation retreat, and she just came out of it. And I was so happy to finally chat with her because in that silent meditation retreat you can't talk to anyone. So we were in Calgary, Alex was skiing, and I was just editing a video on the computer in like coffee shop, and she texts me, she's like, yay, I'm out, and I'm like, yay, let's chat, and she's like, by the way, I'm pregnant. She like just told me like that. That's how I remember it.
I don't think so.
You just texted me. You didn't tell me. Like,
no, texted I know.
She's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm pregnant. Yeah,
I think I just sent you the pregnancy test.
Or maybe that. I don't remember. I just remember it was like bam, like in your face, and I was like, what the hell? And then I think I FaceTimed you and then.
Yeah. I mean, when I got pregnant, it wasn't planned. So I was shocked, and Dimitri, my husband, was shocked. And then I needed to share I didn't want to tell anybody yet because I was like just processing it myself.
Yeah, it's a big news.
But I needed to share with somebody, and I don't know, I think obviously we were texting because I just got out of the 10-day silent meditation course. So I don't know, I just needed to tell somebody, and I took the test and I sent it to you. I can't remember. I think that's what I did.
I think it was a picture. Because you're like,
said,
I'm pregnant, and the picture.
Yeah, like look at this or something like that, right? And so for a while, you were the only one that knew.
Yeah,
for a while.
For a long time.
Yeah, I think we shared when I was like 12 weeks or almost 12 weeks. We told our parents, and I think there was a couple other friends that I told before, but you were the first until I told other people in between.
Cool. All right. What crazy things that you guys did together that you didn't tell your parents?
I don't think we were anything.
I guess the one thing that comes to my mind is just like prank calling. Like
I think they knew that though.
They probably knew that, but like when we were kids, I don't think kids do this anyways.
I hope they do. It's fun.
But nobody uses phone, like landline. I don't know. It's kind of not the same.
I don't know why people still have landlines.
We would just like pick up the phone. It was
random numbers. We would just come up with random numbers and call and just I don't even remember what we were saying.
We would like make up funny stories. We'd be like I don't know. Like and one time actually. Okay.
I'm so happy you have a good memory because I don't remember.
I can't believe you don't remember.
Until she brings this up, I'm like, oh yeah.
But you remember when I talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So one time because we would call like different people and just say like funny things, or sometimes we'll like start a conversation. And then one time this guy picked up, and then we chatted with him, and then we told him to meet us at a certain time because it was just one of us talking. Usually it was Layla because she had the oldest voice, more like feminine voice, and we were just like cracking up and listening. So the poor guy comes to whatever he had to stand in front of like a university that was there. He had to stand there with flowers. He came with flowers because we told him to come with flowers, and we just like looked at him, and obviously we didn't go up to him or anything.
No, we were too chicken to do anything besides calls.
Oh, so yeah, we did like silly things like that.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny.
Do you remember anything?
That's good.
That's good. Okay, what's one thing you can never agree on? Is there something we can never agree on?
I think we agree on stuff.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we agree.
We agree on most things.
And if we don't agree, we agree to disagree. But I think we agree anyways.
I think we agree on most things. I can't think of anything right now, to be honest. Yeah, okay. What do you miss the most about each other when you're not together?
I just miss spending time, like just doing
nothing special.
Yeah, just like hanging out or going for dates together and just sitting and chatting without like having that pressure of time. You know what I mean? Like it's still like I'm grateful that we spent the time together, but you know it's ending, right? So you're like trying to, I don't know, enjoy it as much as possible, like without having that like pressure of enjoyment. Just enjoy it for the fact that like you're just hanging out, you know? Or just going shopping or whatever.
I think most people who have that though don't appreciate each other as much.
Yeah, just for the little things.
I think with long distance relationships, it makes you appreciate the time that you have a lot more. I've noticed that in my life when I spend time with my family, because I still see you guys quite a lot, but it's not the same as living in the same city. Obviously, I'm not gonna pretend that it is. But I feel like, when I'm here, I'm more present. As opposed to if I was just living here, I would be like, oh, whatever, on my phone or just doing whatever. I still am sometimes on my phone. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but I'm just consciously reminding myself that there's a time limit. So there's like that element of like excitement that I guess some couples have in like their long distance relationships. But again, we're very lucky that we still get to see each other quite a lot.
Most people that live on separate continents see each other if they're lucky once a year, if they're lucky.
I'd even say maybe our relationship got a little better because of that.
Probably. Yeah. But also I think it has to do with just us evolving and growing separately.
Yeah. So I think that is all. I mean, there's lots more.
It's already like
it's just, I think this video is going to be super long.
It'll be half an hour with edits and stuff.
Yeah. So. But I had fun as always. I think we'll do another video next time we're in the same city. Maybe you'll come to London or I'll be here. If you guys would like to see more videos of us together, let us know down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. That will show us that you enjoyed this video. And we'll do more.
And share with your sister if you have a sister.
That's a great idea. Maybe you can even make your own and then put it down below in the comment box. Would love to watch it as well. And we love you guys. Bye.